What's up? I hope you're having a great day. Today, Post Malone dropped 12 Carat Toothache, and I'm going to be reacting and reviewing it for you. Recently, I released a video saying why Post Malone should release an acoustic album, and I know this is not going to be that, but very excited to hear what he's got. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I do love Post Malone. I think he really has that formula for success and just to make really good hit records. So without much chit chatter, let's get into the first song, Reputation. I got the lyrics pulled up and y'all already know I love piano. First, I absolutely love this already. I think Post Malone on stripped down instrumentals, especially something like this, like just piano, this is basically why I want a full acoustic album from Post Malone in general. I think he's a great singer. I don't think he gets enough credit for how good of a singer he actually is, especially with that famous vibrato. Please don't wake me up. Post Malone has always been pretty profound, but you know, it does seem like, you know, whether we think it or he thinks it, like he feels like he's messed up a lot in his life, whether that be with relationships romantically or friendships or family relationships, whatever that may be. Obviously, he feels like he has a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and I just absolutely love seeing this side of Post Malone more than, you know, the club hits and the radio hits and things like that that are just about partying. I think this right here is actually when Post Malone is at the top of his game. Watch yourself, I can't slow down. This is who I am. Just save yourself. I was born to raise you. What a shame. Like, he literally says it was a shame that he was born. Like, he was literally born to mess up, to cave in, basically to fail. And that is a hard pill to swallow, like, if you actually feel that way. Sometimes you're just effed up and you feel ashamed. Let me choke on my cigarettes. Let me choke on my cigarettes and have you there. Damn, that was a beautiful song. I absolutely loved Reputation. I think that was a great song to start this album off. I thought the outro was beautiful. I thought the piano was beautiful. Everything about this song was really pretty. The next song on the album is Cooped Up, which I did already do a review and reaction to. So if you want to go watch that, it's just a few videos back. So the next song we got is Lemon Tree. Bro, like, honestly, we've gotten a couple songs that are kind of close to acoustic so far, so I'm actually really digging this. I hope this stays, you know, acoustic-ish. Better. You know, Posty gets better at singing, I think, with every album. I really think people originally thought of him as just a hip-hop artist, kind of, you know, like a melodic mumble rapper, I guess, but he is really a singer. I just think he's gotten better and better with every album. Looking right, all I see is people happy with what they're giving. I'm gonna burn it down and call me something better. I like that message. Like, you know, people say life is sweet, but he's growing lemon tree. Like, his life is sour, but he's gonna burn that shit down and grow something better. He's gonna do it himself and make a better life for him and his family. I love these synths, by the way, over this acoustic guitar. Like, it's honestly pretty creative. Woo! When those drums come in, man, that makes this song even catchier than it already was. That was another good song, Lemon Tree. I mean, between Reputation, Cooped Up, and Lemon Tree, you got kind of three different things going on here, you know, with the piano, Reputation, Cooped Up, a little more of that club banger, and Lemon Tree here, you got this nice acoustic guitar with some really, really pleasant synths to complement that acoustic guitar. So far, I think with the instrumentals and the way Post Malone is singing right now, I really enjoy this. So let's get Wrapped Around Your Finger. Obviously, here we have back to that, you know, Post Malone pop, you know, something you could party to here in a club. Obviously, seems like about heartbreak again, you know, he has a lot of songs about heartbreak, but, you know, this Postie's very fun too. This Post Malone reminds me of like a little bit of the Weeknd, you know, you got a little bit of that 80s vibe, and Post Malone does it so well. Yeah, this is a good song, you know, like obviously he's got so many girls he could have, but there's that one girl that he's just eating right out of her hand. Obviously, he's keeping with the theme, like, you know, he seems depressed. Being with him has got to be like hell, and obviously this person seems like they're running away from Post Malone because, you know, he doesn't see himself in the mirror. He's really not himself right now, but, you know, overall, this is a really good feel-good song. I could see myself dancing down the street, you know, to this, listening to my headphones. It's just a really fun song that I thoroughly enjoy. Next, we got I Like You, a happier song with Doja Cat. Like you, I do. I hate you when I land. Can you fit me in your plans? I like you, I do. Honey, good, I need someone around me. Girl, I like you, I do. You know, this song's catchy, but it does feel a little more pedestrian, I guess. Like, we've just heard Post Malone do better pop than something like this, and I get it, the vibe is definitely happier, but, you know, like, so far, I would definitely prefer the first 4 songs to this one. Let me know when you're free, 'cause I've been trying to hit it out weak, babe. You for that, I like you, I do. You know, this is just a fun little catchy song, but like I said, this one's not exactly my cup of tea compared to the other 4 songs, and just knowing what Post Malone can really do with his talents. Next song is I Cannot Be, a sadder song with Gunna. Let's see how this one turns out. How am I free when you hold me so tight? How can I be when you blocking my light? How can I see when you cover my eyes? See, this one feels like just a better version of the last song, where the last song was, you know, a little more tedious, I guess. This one's got that little more swagger, more bounce to it. Use me for an hour, I love myself. You told me you could take my heart, you be my only. You trip me up just to watch me fall. Even the vocal range of this song is really cool to hear Post Malone hit those higher notes, you know? You're the reason why I get so high. How am I free when you hold me so tight? Got a cousin down the ring and no, you don't gotta wait. Got a large amount of things I can't tell her the price. Feel a bitch, we ain't leaving free. Gotta keep it solid when we all agree. When you hold me so tight. I think Gunna and Post Malone have pretty good chemistry together. I did like the delivery of the first 4 bars of Gunna's verse before he started to get a little more melodic. I think I would have liked to see a little more of that hip-hop delivery that he had in the first 4 bars, but either way, I think Gunna had, you know, a nice performance, a nice complimentary performance to Post Malone's first verse. Let's move on to the next song, Insane. Take your bitch, give her back, insane. She was classy, now she nasty. Hey, you're my bastard, I'm my bastard. Hey, got a house, but it's different. Yeah, we both got teeth, but it's different. You know, this one's obviously giving me banger vibes. When I heard Insane, I didn't really think of it as like this girl is insane. I was thinking more maybe it was going to go along with the themes of like maybe him being depressed and him like being in the house going insane with the pandemic. I don't know. This one once again feels a little pedestrian just compared to what Post Malone can do. Like, relatively speaking, compared to I Cannot Be and the first 4 tracks, like I think those other 5 songs or whatever are just so much better. This is not the same, no. This is almost same. Diamonds make a rainbow. I mean, I think people are going to enjoy this song. It's a banger. I can't deny that it is a banger. It's just not as much my cup of tea as something like Reputation and Lemon Tree. I like those vibes better than vibes like this. Next song is Love Hate Letter to Alcohol with Fleet Foxes. He did this on SNL, but I'm excited to hear this final version. Woo! Anyone over 21 can relate to the love-hate relationship that many have with alcohol. And I think Post Malone, you know, we always see him with a Bud Light and a cigarette. Like, you know, we all know those kinds of days and those kinds of parties. So, you know, to hear that, you know, this is his love-hate letter to alcohol and what it has done to, you know, just help him, I guess, and, you know, not help him, but, you know, have fun partying and, you know, the memories that you can make with it, you know, it's the same reasons why, you know, you could get your ass kicked. Have those negative outcomes from alcohol in general. Damn, that is a great song. I love the story he tells about getting so drunk. He gets in a fight. He gets punched in the side of the head. I mean, that's a really cool song. Like, if a song was an action movie, this would be an action movie. Does that make sense? Next song, Wasting Angels with Kid LAROI. This is like a private plane upon my rain. This is like the first time I bought a chain. Vivid is bed where I'm laying on my head. Devil on my back, so I sleep on my chest. It's getting old, but it's nothing new. I say your name when you're not around. When I'm drunk. God, I love this Post Malone so much. I love when it's stripped down. These synths are beautiful. It feels heavenly. It's so pleasant to listen to. I love the melodies he provides, and it just hits you in the heart. I blacked out, left 100 missed calls in your phone. I mixed my drink with a couple of drugs. I need somebody to be the one to keep. You know, I've always said Kid LAROI does sound a lot like Post Malone, especially when he does that vibrato. I mean, Post Malone had to have been one of his biggest inspirations, but they really do have some good chemistry together. That's a beautiful song. I absolutely love the harmonies that Kid LAROI and Post Malone put together. Just a beautiful song all around. You know, it feels like even though all the troubles they've been through and how they get drunk and smoke cigarettes and just all that stuff, like, life is still life. Life is great and life is crazy. Next song, Euthanasia. Took a fucking sip from my ash can. Gave up on keeping me intact. We hold a sober moment to celebrate being clean. I really kind of like that hiss in there. It's like I should crack one open to celebrate being clean. Is that the cracking open of a beer, or is that like the devil being a snake, like in his ear saying like, crack one open, you're clean, celebrate? This is a very profound song. Ain't gonna hurt at all. They say it's painless. Euthanasia. That is a dark, prodigious song right there. Obviously about death and how, you know, when he goes out, It's kind of like gonna be blink of an eye, just gonna be gone. Not gonna hurt at all, but you know, this really makes me wonder, you know, I hope Post Malone mentally is doing okay. I know a lot of his music is, you know, about him being depressed and he's like talking shit about himself and things like that. But when the artist's music is like that, you know, I really, really want to know like how Post Malone's doing. And I hope he's doing, you know, better than what he says in his songs sometimes. We got When I'm Alone next. We made a pact, you take me back, always again. You know, songs like this about infidelity, you know, can be hard to listen to, especially if you've gone through it. But, you know, for him to be real, raw, and emotional about something like this and, you know, something he'd really wish to take back, you know, it shows you that, you know, Post Malone really ain't that bad of a guy underneath it all. 99 nights trying to get my mind right now. I really love the instrumental of this song. It feels like a high-speed chase, you know what I'm saying? I think it kind of captures, you know, the adrenaline rush of his maybe, you know, infidelity really well, but also like how he still, you know, maybe loves this past individual. I think it just captures this mood of the whole song really well. So pretty much last, because we've already heard one right now, Waiting for a Miracle. Just take fire off of me and standing on to me. I'm scared to die, so I close my eyes and everything done for dead to dead for the living, yeah. Stay fucked up. That's heavy shit right there. Everything done for the dead after they're dead is for the living. I love that line. I loved that song. I thought it was beautiful. Sad. Very sad. So beautiful. Like, for the fact that Post Malone can do this, and then you have songs like, you know, Insane and things like that. Like, you could just contrast, like, I love these kinds of songs better. Like, you just hear the musicianship, you hear the vocals, you hear the pain in his voice, and it's just on a whole other level. You know what I'm saying? So the next song is one right now with The Weeknd. Obviously, we've all heard that song, mega hit. So the last song is new recording January 3rd, 2020. Sounds like something that would be on his iPhone, right? Oh, this is like Euthanasia demo type thing, like on his iPhone. Yeah, so that's, I really like that. I love hearing like where artists kind of came up with their ideas for certain songs and things like that. So I like that he added that to the end of this album. So that's the whole 12 Carat Toothache album. I thoroughly enjoyed that first listen. I pretty much loved every song except the two that I said earlier, I Like You and Insane, but every other song really hit me hard, or whether I had fun with it, you know, like Wrapped Around Your Finger was a great fun song. I Cannot Be was a great fun song, but then you had a lot of deep shit like Reputation and Waiting for a Miracle and Euthanasia. Like, I guess what I'm coming away from this album is just like, really, like, how is Post Malone doing? Like, I think this is his deepest, darkest album so far. Like, we usually know, you know, Post Malone talks about heartbreak a lot, but he also talks about partying a lot. And, you know, he always touches on like depression and mental illness, but, you know, he really touches it here in quite a few different ways, especially in Euthanasia and Waiting for a Miracle, you know, and obviously on When I'm Alone, he talks about infidelity. So, you know, if he hurt someone so bad and he feels this way, you can't blame him. But I really hope that he loves himself. And I just really hope that like real life, you know, Post Malone is doing better. I hope he doesn't think that he is, you know, such a piece of trash as he may portray himself in certain ways throughout this album. Either way, I thought many songs on this album were beautiful. I thought the production throughout this whole album was absolutely stunning. I think Post Malone produced a pretty good amount of it, I'm pretty sure. So overall, I think this was a great album. Right now, I think this is my favorite album of his. I think I can listen to pretty much every song on here. Again, I think it has a lot of replay value, especially between like Cooped Up, Wrapped Around Your Finger, I Cannot Be, and Wasting Angels with Kid LAROI. I think that's an absolute smash hit right there. So like I said in that one video, as I was hoping for like an acoustic Post Malone album, I really like his songs that have stripped down instrumentals, and we hear that a few times on this record. So, you know, I would hope, maybe for a next album to be that acoustic, whether it's country or folk or something like that. I would absolutely love to hear a very deep, profound album of more of that genre rather than the pop genre. But either way, this was an absolute incredible album. I think many people will thoroughly enjoy a lot of this because not only does it have your typical club bangers, but I think it has a lot more heavy, darker, and profound songs than you would find on a typical Post Malone album. It's just got something for everybody. So that is my reaction and my thoughts about Post Malone's new album, 12 Carat Toothache. But what did you think about this album? Did you enjoy it as much as I just did? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Hit a like if you liked the video and subscribe to the channel. We're so close to that 1K subs. If you like listening to music, talking about music, and making music just as much as I do. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at EJSpark1. And as always, you know what it is. It's peace, love. I love s'mores. EJ, ow.